Alright, what's up folks? It's been a while. I'm making an update video about the carnivore diet. Today, I basically want to spend the next few minutes talking about something that's difficult to talk about because I don't want to be seen as the person that I really don't like on the internet, which is the person who explains how something they've done magically has improved their life. But, I feel like I have to because I do want to help other people who have gone through what I'm going through and what I've experienced and how I've improved. I think, the more information that somebody can get, the better. If, you folks don't believe, I hope you stay skeptical and stay critical, but the more information you have, the better. If you're listening to this, you're probably wondering about the carnivore diet. I hope you are skeptical, no matter what. Even if something does seem to be working for you, you should always continue to, try to be independent-minded and to, come to your own conclusions and to not, follow a cult-like mentality that tends to happen a lot with any sort of extreme diet. I used to be vegan for a couple years, and that really put a damper on my life eventually because I basically was regressing health-wise, and I was steadily getting worse and worse. But because of the cult-like mentality, like I said, of veganism, I unfortunately felt like I was in a moral panic because veganism became something that was so integral to my life, something that I identified with morally as a person. Like, in other words, I was a good person because I was vegan. Oops, sorry about that. I was a good person because I was vegan, and if I stopped being vegan, even if it was making me unhealthy, it would make me a worse person. So, having to overcome that issue and having to listen to my body and not listening to, external sources, it was a tough process. But I hope that I can give that to other people now and get them to start thinking for themselves. So I was doing the carnivore diet. I am still doing the carnivore diet. I'm not changing anything anytime soon. I have had a cheat weekend again because it's very interesting to me to see what happens when my body is introduced to that sort of stuff again. I don't feel the need to be as extreme as other people because of what I talked about. I don't want to come off as the type of person who believes that carnivore diet is the only thing that you can do. You can't have any cheat days. Nothing is like that. So what happened? I've been on carnivore for the past month. The two things that I was looking for were improvements in my depression and improvements in my acne. In both cases, in both situations, things that I've been dealing with for years and years, probably around 10 years for the acne, 6 years for the depression. I've done everything I can. Antidepressants for the depression, anti-anxiety. I was diagnosed bipolar too for a while. That didn't seem to really help things. Therapy, all that shit. With the acne, I was on Accutane for 2 cycles. The acne went away both times, but then it came back and more aggressively than before. So I still have plenty of scarring. I still had, plenty of cysts no matter what. And plus then I also had intestinal issues because of the Accutane. So that was just a shit show overall. So yeah, I've had to deal with all that stuff. So being on the carnivore diet for about a little over a month now. And I am, God damn it, I don't want to say this, but I am at my best in my life. I've never felt, I don't know how to explain it other than this is how I describe it. I feel like the past 5 years or so, when things were really bad, I felt that even in my best feeling, even in an experience where I should be feeling happiness, I felt in my brain that my body was trying to signal to me that something is very wrong. And so I was never able to truly experience genuine happiness. I wasn't sure why. I thought it was depression. Something within my body was screaming. It was like a flight or fight mode. It was like my body knew that there was something wrong, and it was trying to signal to me in any way it can that I need to be motivated to try and fix whatever it is. Now, that's not enough information. And so I was continuing to always, try new diets, try exercise, new exercises, new exercise regimens. Intellectually, I would try to, read as many books as I can, philosophy. I knew that there was something wrong, but I wasn't sure what it was. And so I was basically flailing. Now I think that it was something to do with my digestion. It was something to do with an intolerance that I had. I'm not sure exactly what it is because, the carnivore diet to me is an elimination diet. I'm basically eating foods that do not inflame me anymore. And so my body is finally having a chance to rest. And so what I'm feeling right now, and I'm just smiling, just having to think about what it looks like, that I can explain to, you guys that I'm feeling good. It's just amazing. I never thought I'd be able to say this, but I feel like my brain is finally calm. Like my brain has finally stopped telling me, you need to stop whatever you're doing and you need to figure out what's wrong. It's like my brain's telling me now, oh, you figured it out. Okay, now you can, take a break. Now you can read a book and enjoy yourself. And, you can go out with your friends and you can have a conversation and be completely in the moment because you are now whole. Okay, that's out. Okay, I said it. I felt very uncomfortable having to say that, but it's fucking true. I don't know. And I'm not saying it's a cure-all. I'm not saying it's a panacea. I think first and foremost, it does, I think, mimic the effects of fasting. There was a Joe Rogan episode recently with two doctors. I'm not sure what their names are, but they did say that, that it could be dangerous in the long term, which I do agree with. I'm not sure how long I will be on it, but the fact of the matter is that right now, as an elimination diet, is the only thing that has ever worked. I tried fasting. I would always go back to, gorging on food, and I would always end up eating, eventually I would always end up eating sugars or lactose or something that would inflame me, and then I would go right the fuck back to, the horrible depression. So the fact of the matter is that if you are on a carnivore diet, you are eating foods that give you vitamins, that give you minerals, that give you energy. It also provides you with a break for your digestion, for your digestive system, for your intestines, because all the meat gets processed in your small intestine right up top, right? So all of these inflamed intestines that you probably have if you're trying to go on a carnivore diet to improve your health, your gut is all fucked up. I mean, the bacteria is all fucked up. Something there is wrong, right? And since serotonin is mainly produced in the gut, it makes sense that there is a connection between depression and digestion. There's something there. I mean, look, doctors are not going to tell you this stuff because it's simply not, it's not studied. But I mean, clearly there is a connection. And so, like I said, I'm not trying to say that this is a panacea. I'm not trying to say this is a cure-all. But the fact of the matter is that this could mimic the effects of your body basically taking a break from something that is inflaming you, from something that is causing your body to react in a way that says, we need to change something, right? This is the thing that you're going to use, perhaps temporarily, perhaps for 6 months, who knows? But you're going to utilize this diet to basically figure out how you can lay a foundation for a future you to be able to live with wholeness, with more freedom, to feel like you are now understanding and listening to yourself and your body so much more. So I think that this is one of the most important diets that one can do, only because it teaches you to not listen to anybody except your own body. And that's what I want everybody to understand. I mean, you have to listen to yourself first and foremost. So I hope this helps. I hope anybody who's doing the diet continues. My skin is improving like crazy. My acne is, I feel like it's non-existent. Whenever I eat something that I shouldn't be eating, I break out. But other than that, I've never been more clear, and I've never been more clear-headed, more clear-skinned. Everything is just amazing. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Ask me any questions. I'm always happy with responding with full-on paragraphs. That's always fun. So yeah, good luck, guys.